Oh, that was tiring. Surprisingly, no seized bolts, just heavy duty hard work. That's back axle out. Basically, brake pipe off, diff lock pipe off, load sensing valve disconnected, prop shaft off. And in the end, I took the shock absorbers off. I think it's called the radius arm off, and then the whole lot was just a whole lot easier. And halfway through, when the shockers were off, I could lift the chassis and pull the springs out. So basically, take that lot off first. And before that, I took the fuel tank out anyway, because it had a broken strap. But we're going to paint the chassis anyway, so it needed to come out. Now, we're going to move to the front. Moved on to the front end. Steering box off. I've already taken that arm off. So I'll basically take all the arms off the front. Anti-roll bar off, shock absorber off, drop the springs out, take the big rod, front radius arm I think it's called, 2 bolts at the front, 1 at the back, where it goes on the chassis, and then the axle's good to come out. And the front prop shaft off. But there's quite a few bars and panhard rods and all that, and they're just a lot of hard work. Obviously I slackened those off earlier. Couple of things. This is the front diff lock, hydraulically controlled. So take that line off. Goes back to a couple of master cylinders down there. They operated from inside the cab. Push the fluid along. Lock the diff. Same at the back. Breather pipe for the diff. Just disconnect that. Let it hang. Prop shaft's off. There's about 10 bolts hold that in. Can't get a socket on them, so you just got to do them spanner 1/8 of a turn at a time. So I've got all the bars off, track control, ROMs, anti-roll bar, links, the panhard rods. I've taken the nuts off the back. I can't really get at them to slacken them, so I'll leave them in there for now. Axle's ready to come out. The way I'm going to do it, I'm going to stick the wheels back on. I've got this held up with an engine crane. I'll drop it down onto its wheels, then I'll let the shocker bolts go, so it'll kind of spring up a little bit, but it's fairly controlled. I could put spring compressors on, but I'll do that to put her back together. So here we go. Right, engine and boxes out. Steering box is off. Just gonna go and get refitted, new seals, powder coat and what have you. All the front end arms are off, springs, shocks, most of that will be getting replaced or powder coated, rebushed. Rear axle out, again, everything getting rebushed, rear arms. Front axle hiding over there. Take the radius arms off, powder coated, rebushed. New axle seals in at the hubs. Not that they're leaking, but they need to clean up and resealed because they've been sitting for so long. All new pipes, all these pipes are going to come off, brake pipes and such. I can lift the centre transfer box out with all the prop shafts on it. Get all that cleaned up and painted. And then clean and paint the chassis. A little bit of welding to do, but not much. Clean up under here, reseal everything under here. Dolly, my assistant. So yeah, come to bits really easily, that did. I didn't have to heat or cut any bolts, which was amazing. German engineering. Considering the age of it, that is quite incredible. I think it's just sat in the field for the last 5 years. Even the original brake pipes are really good. You know, some of them are just not worth replacing, they're like brand new. It's only here where the mud lies on top that they've gone a bit crusty. So the fuel pipes along here and the brake pipes will be replaced. Looks like it's already had one replaced for that very reason. That is. Exhaust, just chopped it off because it's getting a custom 3-inch one made, since it's getting the OM 605 turbo engine in it. That should be here this week. And there's a ton of parts arrived over the weekend. It's actually a customer's car I'm doing it for. So he came in and over the weekend dropped a load of goodies in. ready for when it goes back together. These are all the old bits that have come off. All the boxes are axle or marked, so I know where everything goes. Strip everything off the chassis now, ready to get it blasted. Drop these 3 bolts out, put the crane on, few straps, drop the transfer box down. First take these link bars off just so it can clear past here. And that's about it. That's it, the chassis is fully stripped, ready to be blasted. And welded and painted. And it can all go back together again. And that's it. Chassis fully stripped and ready to go. That's it, the chassis is fully stripped, ready to be blasted.